It's called Building 6. It was a 10-story building. It's a 500,000 square feet. That's a lot. It's missing the interior of the building. It's not crushed. It's not in the basement or something like that. It's actually missing. It's like somebody scooped it out. Now, think about this building. It's missing its core. That's your smoking gun. You don't need nothing else. Nobody's going to be able to argue with this. They can't say, oh, there's a nuke went off in that building, because the core of the building is actually missing, but the exterior is intact. They're not going to be able to get away with saying, oh, it's just crushed or it's gone into the basement, because it's not in the basement and it never got crushed. Everybody knows this. It's missing. Everybody ignored it. And it's not going to be ignored no more. This is something that you have to push out there. You have to do that. The encumbrance is on you. If you truly want to put an end to this, you have to push this out, and you can. You have that power. You phone up radio stations. You repost this video with different headlines, different tags. You push Building 6 out there like you never pushed it before. Push back. There it is. That's the inside of Building 6. The walls are intact, the basement is intact, and nobody has a friggin' clue what could do this. I wonder what's going through his head. There's no desks, there's no chairs, no office furniture, there's no bathrooms. Everything is rusted, everything is hanging symmetrically straight down, and the floor is intact. Does it look like any big chunks of metal came down here and smashed all this in? What smashed all this in? If it got smashed in, nothing, say, or you would see it here right now. The basement's intact, the walls are intact. You know, I can't explain it. It's not a nuclear explosion. It's not nanothermite that done something like that. It's not an air blast over it or some kind of obvious thing. There's people everywhere. Nobody knows what happened to this. It's a big friggin' mystery. And it's certainly not explosives. It's certainly not some kind of incendiary devices. It's not some kind of kinetic energy devices. Even though you see how everything is hanging, but it's not kinetically smacked apart and blown apart. Everything is symmetrical. It's just totally missing. That's where one of the towers kind of almost spilled over, and people said that's what crushed the inside of it. But now we finally see that certainly wasn't a factor. Nobody knows what happened here. There it is. That's the inside of Building 6. The walls are intact, the basement is intact, and nobody has a friggin' clue what could do this.